Hello, 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 hello. How is everyone? All right. Gotta wait for my peeps to get on here. Then we'll be ready to go. I'll just put one second. All right. I'm working on the next book and I got it. I sat around just staring off into oblivion and I was like, all right, I got it. So I got the Dormer Maid right here. I know. I just made it probably about 15 minutes ago. I finally thought about it, got it. Now, this is what I'm going to do with it. It's going to be on a hinge that is going to go like this and open up. There's going to be a notepad in there. So that's what I'm doing. So I'm trying to get the hinges together here so I can get them, you know, started. And that way, there we go, can get it decorated and attached. I'm still trying to decide how I want to attach it to the actual book. I could attach, I want to make it usable, but if it's like fully attached to the book, it's not usable. So I want to be able to remove it, open it up, diddle in it, and then boom, you're done. You know what I mean? So that's where I'm at right now. I haven't gotten that far yet. Like I said, it just made it. So I was like, I've been thinking about it ever since Saturday, and I'm like, okay. I think I got it. And then finally I had some time. I never have time on Mondays to do anything because my husband goes bowling, bowling league. And so me and Rubik's Cube are here by ourselves. So I like to hang out with her and we either do little crafts or we do journaling or something like that. So that's what we did. All right. So I wanted to thicken this sucker up so that way I could have a good foundation for them. And there we go. And everything. Make sure my little holes. Yep. Okay, so I think it's going to go this way and fold in. So what I want to do is I want to, oh, wait a minute, how did I have this before? I think I may have had it this way with the little nubby thing outward. And then it would kind of go that way. Yeah, it's going to have to go that way. Maybe a little bit of a gap, but that's okay. Not a big deal. It's going to be gappy anyway. I know. I probably could build like a whole dollhouse, I think, from scratch. I think I could now. And that I definitely know I got from my grandmother. She had the most amazing, huge, massive dollhouse. And she still like has all the furniture to it, and I want it. But she doesn't have the actual dollhouse. She sold the dollhouse for over 10 grand back in the 90s. And it had electricity and everything. It's like an old Victorian dollhouse. Had a doctor's office in the bottom. I couldn't even see the top floor because it was on a table. And it was just gorgeous. And she finished the whole entire thing, made all the outfits, made all the furniture coverings and stuff like that. And my grandfather did all the electrical work in it. And and all the little light switches worked. Oh, I love dollhouses. That's when my dollhouse obsession became like really, really serious. Because that was the most magnificent thing I've ever seen. I'll never see anything like that again. I know. Not in my lifetime. Not unless I do it. And it would have to be when, well, even if Ruby was older, I still can't keep the older ones from fidgeting with stuff. So, you know, they're always messing with stuff. I hope everybody's having a good week. I know it's only Tuesday, but my hubs had to go to work today. Like, he goes to work every day, but he had to actually physically leave the house. And he's not home yet. My oldest had to go over here to UT to go register for her classes for next semester. What's wrong with you? Why aren't you on it? There we go. And then she has class afterwards, so it's just me and the other girls at home. And Jack. All right, there we go. Now, see if I can actually use these things. Probably not, because it's a cutter this way. I need ones that go like the other way. Need to go steal my husband's cutters again. Yeah, these aren't gonna work. Hang on, let me go find them. Alright, so like I said, this one's going to be like a little notepad type deal. Of course, these ones got to be thicker. I got it. I think my grip strength is getting better. All right. So let's see. Okay, so I think it's going to go like this, and then it's going to fold. No, it's not this way. Which way is it? I think it may be this way. I needed to do it. One of these ways, I need, hold on. Or did I put that one upside down? I may have put it upside down. If I did, I could turn them around. Let's see. Actually, no, that is right. Okay, so it's going to go like this because it won't set all the way down, I don't think. Let me see. Because it's kind of at an angle, so I think that will work. And then when it opens, it'll be flat like that. So let me mark it. If I have to, I'll put another piece in the inside right there to, you know, like this, and make it up like that. May actually work better. It's like this. I don't want too much of a gap though. Oh no, that looks like it's gonna be good. Alright. Try it like this. Look here from the side first. If everything's copacetic, then we'll be good to go. Just start a tiny little hole right here. No, I wasn't even awake when he left. He left like before my alarm went off this morning. So I didn't even hear him leave, which is unusual. I told you, he's like ninja quiet. Like if I had my way, I could sleep until noon every single day. I sleep like a teenager. My oldest daughter, she doesn't. She never sleeps in. She could be up at 6 a.m. And I'm like, how can you be up that early? I don't get it. But she also goes to bed early. Not me. I'm like a night owl. Okay, let me test this one. We'll see how this does. Oh, that may just work. Just work. It's going to be a tight fit. I almost wish I wouldn't have went too deep now. I might back them up just a hair. I'm also going to have stuff on the front, so I'm not terribly concerned about that because I still got to like decorate it, make it look like a window and stuff. I went to bed fairly early last night. But I just was completely out. Now, as soon as he gets out of the bed, my body instinctively rolls on his side of the bed. Just like, I don't even remember doing it. I just do it. I just, I don't care. And it's funny too, because it's like, he's just getting up. He goes to the bathroom like an old person, like elderly. Like, he has to get up and go in the middle of the night and stuff. And I'm like, not me, not unless I'm pregnant. If I'm pregnant, I'll get up. Look here. And I'll have to go to the bathroom, but and I'm like, I hate it. I hate it. I always thought that was the most miserable part. But I feel like that's preparation for getting up in the middle of the night with baby. And I would get up in the middle of the night with all of our kids, and Fridays and Saturday nights, Jeremy would get up with them. I know. I don't know why either. He's got like the bladder the size of like that egg too. Like me, I could hold it 12 hours and not go. Him, not a chance. He's like, oh, I would be dying. Anytime we go anywhere, he's like, I need to use the restroom. And I'm like, my gosh, we just got here and you went in the last place we went to. And he's like, I'm sorry, I have to go. I was like, you didn't even drink anything. Why? I don't get it. But yeah, he does. All the time. Anytime we go out to eat or something like that, he's always like, I gotta go to the restroom. Get me a water with lime. And I'm like, all right. All right, there we go. All right. Now I gotta figure out how I want this to like latch close. What I could do is I could have some kind of latching thing on it and like attach it to the roof. And then when you take it off, that's how you open it up. Something like that. Hello, hello. That's pretty good. All right, one more. I'm glad I did some of this ahead of time. And I wasn't sitting here like dirt trying to, figure out how to, how I wanted to do this. Kind of thought about it. Okay, so now let me look at this and see how I want to latch. Okay. Ooh, wait a minute. Might have a good idea for this. Alright. I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on it. Fill in that little hole right there. This is a good, like, also, like, hole filler. Like, just take some glue. Especially if you're going to paint over it or something like that. You like put mudding holes in walls or something. Like so. Okay. Now, what I can do, so this side right here is the side that's going on the roof. Now, I want it to attach, and what I'm thinking is something that will be right here and kind of do one of these numbers to keep it close. Like, can spin it or something like that. And I could put like a little bit of a protrusion right back here on the roof, like a little piece of this. So it'll stick out, and that way it can actually hold it like that. And then this part, I need to figure out how I want to stick it on there. Maybe magnets. And if I do magnets, I'm just going to straight up do them, you know, along the side. And then I'll paint them like a matching color or something to go on the roof. Because it's going to be hard to cover it over because it's got that grassy stuff on it. Okay. And then when you open it, you would take it off, unlatch it, open it, and then it could be like, could even put something right here, and then put a notepad or something in here. Either way, you can go this way, you know, or like this, which I think would work better. So the roof, so here is how it would go. And I'll probably have to build this up just a hair. Like that. You know, but, and then it would remove, and then you take it off. Yeah. So, and I thought that was a pretty good size for it. And I made it as symmetrical as possible to be on there. Like when you do it like this, it kind of is. But I needed that base, and I needed the base to be thick. So I can shove some grass or, you know, the grassy roof stuff on there and everything. And there's the other book and whatnot. And then that will complete the roof. So that way, don't have to worry about that. Because I was only planning on doing like one book for the roof. And I got to get this book done and out of the way because I got other stuff piling up now that I want to work on. So I'm going to do this. And that way I can then start decorating other stuff. And get this book over with. Because I have been only working on this. Like, sometimes I work on it not on lives, but I'm usually busy doing digitals and stuff like that. So, digital work when I'm not on lives. And that takes up a lot of time. Alright, let me think of, I have some little hook things. Where'd they go? Yes, they are in here. So I have these things right here that are like picture thingies. That I might use that for the back. So I'm going to get that out. And I got these little wooden buttons. I like those. Might use those for something. Alright. So, something like this. And then I'll put something back here that can go on there. And that way I can turn it. I can go like this. I'll keep it down. And like it could keep it down like right there actually. And then I can turn it to open it. I think that will work. So, let me see this. Alright. Okay. Probably one or two more. While we're sitting here, so I watched an interesting movie yesterday. I was flabbergasted. And then I was even more flabbergasted that was based on a true story. Like inspired by true events. And I don't know what the difference was because it was pretty much the same, minus a few little inconsistencies. But it was called The Girl in the Basement. And it was on Hulu. And apparently it's a Lifetime movie. Y'all know how Lifetime movies can get. Oh my gosh. I'll never forget that one that I watched a long time ago. It had the guy in it. Oh gosh, what is his name? It had Jennifer Jason Leigh in it. If y'all don't know who she is, she plays in some twisted movies. I've noticed. She played in Dolores Claiborne. And it was kind of like the same kind of genre of like, you know, assault and stuff. And I'm like, what the heck is wrong with it? I'm all for bringing awareness, but yeah. Oh, I think that would be perfect right there. But it's about this controlling father who locks his 17-year-old in a basement for over 20 years. And I'm like, dude, what? I was like, how is that even possible? Oh, it was possible. And then it was based on a real story of this Austrian woman, not Australian, Austrian woman whose father did the same exact thing. And she had 7 kids by him. And they were all locked in the basement without the mom knowing about it. Because the basement was completely soundproof. And the mom didn't even know that there was like a fallout shelter down there and everything. And I was like, what the heck? I was like, I don't understand people. I don't understand parents who could do that to their children. You know, it's just messed up. And the guy in Austria, was like, he had no problem admitting everything he did. No problem. I was like, well, that's probably the only honest thing he's ever done. But I was just open mouth the whole time. I couldn't believe it. Awful. The guy who played her dad, though, on the movie, he bothered me. Now he will bother me forever in anything he ever plays in. I don't know. I hate stuff like that. I know there was like another one called like The Room or something, and I think that's also similar. Hang on, I just dropped me. Oh, there it is. The screw on the floor. But I didn't even know what it was about, so I was just like, And it's when like when you're watching something, and then like the next thing, um, you're like, it plays like the next thing in line. That's what it was. And I was like watching something that completely unrelated to, and I was like, what is happening? I just sat there and had it on in the background while I was working. So I needed something lighthearted. So I was watching The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy now. I was like, I don't want to watch this other crap. I know, I can't, like, I feel the same exact way about the guy who played in this one movie. I think the book was called, like, sorry, but it's like A Bastard Out of South Carolina or something like that. And that movie messed me up. Like, I couldn't, like, I watched it once and I was like, nope, never again. I think that may work. At least it will keep it semi-closed. Wait till that glue kind of dries on here. Do this. I may do one more. Let me do one more. I think it will be better. Wait, the screw will go all the way through. Do you know that movie? It was a really old movie from the 90s, and it was on a Lifetime. And I think that's the only way they got, like, away with showing it, like, on TV. But I think it was, like, every viewer discretion. Oh, you know what I don't understand? How can, like the guy actors, how can they sit there and act like that, even if it's acting to a little kid? I don't get that. That bothers me a lot, you know? Yes, absolutely. Okay, I think that's good. What do you mean plastic all up in the house and she got him? What are you talking about? Let me let this dry. In the Lifetime movie one or Dolores Claiborne? Her mom didn't even, Jennifer Jason Leigh, she didn't even do nothing. The woman who played her mom didn't do jack. She gave her birth certificate and left her daughter and stayed with the husband who did that to her daughter. I was like, what the heck? What mother does that? Yeah, her mom still wanted her. I wanted him. I couldn't believe that. I was like, even after just walking in and witnessing what he was doing to her daughter, and like, she still, I mean, that to me is sick. That's sick right there. That's the kind of people that shouldn't have kids. I'm sorry. The best thing she did, I guess, was give her a birth certificate so she wasn't around her. I know, it's messed up. All right, I'm gonna let this dry before I try to, well, here, probably test it out without. I don't want the thing to kind of shift, but there we go. Looks like it worked. All right, let me put this back so that way it doesn't pull it off because I want it to dry completely. Okay. Now, let's see. But I just like that kind of stuff irks me so much. Here I am sitting here trying to protect my babies from, everything. Not necessarily a helicopter mom, but in this day and age, I don't care to admit that I am.
Mom, you gotta try Lily's food. It's good.
It is? Is that shocking?
The chicken and roll were good.
They were?
Uh-huh.
Oh my goodness. Did you eat a lot?
Yeah, they were so good.
Okay. Well, Mommy's not doing a live, okay? So I'll come later, okay?
Okay.
All right. Can you close the door and go wash your hands? They look shiny, like greasy. The look of shock on her face. They were good. Like her sister can't make nothing, apparently. All right. I remembered. I think I'm going to give this a base coat. So that way. One thing I thought about doing was put in a little piece of the fencing right here, but then I thought about it and I was like, do people actually put like fencing on dormers? I can't remember. Because like, I don't even know if I even have dormers on my house. I was trying to think and I didn't want to go outside to go look. And I couldn't remember if I even had dormers on my house. It'd be funny. I was like, I have no idea. Like I could think about this stuff at like 2 o'clock in the morning when I don't need to think about it. And then when I do need to think about it, I can't remember. So, yeah. Paint it first. Oh, yeah, wait a minute. My neighbor does too. No, they just have like a window. But I don't know if it's one of them fake dormers, though, either. You know, like some of them are fake and they don't really have a second floor. And they're just like an aesthetic on the outside. Why? I don't know. I would rather have the dormer in my room. But I can't tell. Our neighbor across from us just sold their house for a ridiculous amount. It makes our house go up. But it was like 2,300 square feet, 2 bedroom, 2.5 bath. It said 3 bath, but it's actually 2.5 bath. 400 and like, I think it was 45,000 or something like that. And it has like, it's just big open spaces. I'm like, dude, with all that space, you could have 4 bedrooms easy in there. But they only had 2 bedroom, 2 bath, 2.5 bath. And ours is like 2,600 square feet. They didn't even have a family room or nothing. And they don't even have a basement. You know, they have an unfinished basement, so that's not included in the square footage, which is going to make our house price go up. And we have like, technically, well, now we bought it when it had 3 bedrooms, but Ella and Lily's room is a huge bedroom now because it has 2 closets. That's what justifies it as a bedroom. We learned that a long time ago. If you have a closet in your bedroom, or you have a closet in a room, like a shirt closet, like a clothes closet, not just like a little itty bitty rinky dink thing, it qualifies as a bedroom. You can sell it that way. But we technically have like 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, and an in-ground pool. And they don't have an in-ground pool at all. They have very small property. So I was like, what the heck? Ooh, that would be cool. My husband wants to put one of them in our garage, like under our stairs. There's like a perfect place for it, because our garage actually goes downstairs. I wouldn't mind finishing our attic out and have it, because you can actually walk up there because we have a very high roof. So we could have attic space too. That would be kind of cool. Creepy, but cool. All right, let me. Yes, you guys need them, especially in Kentucky. That's so bad too, because like the first time I ever saw like a basement, like that would be like on, like that was on like the Wizard of Oz, you know, where it's like it has the doors and stuff like that on the outside that are toward, you know, like at an angle on the ground. I saw one of those the other, like last year, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's like a basement, like the kind you see on movies. I've never seen one of those before. And Jeremy's like, what? And I was like, we don't have basements in Florida. Why would we have a basement? It's below sea level. There ain't no point. You probably get flooded. And he's like, that's surprising that you guys don't have like tornado basements or something. I was like, I had never seen a basement before until I moved to Tennessee. It's a foreign concept to me. Oh, that would be awesome. I would actually shove one of my kids up there, because we even have plumbing up there, and there's enough room to make a bedroom and a bathroom up there. And I would love to, like, you know, have one of the kids have that be their room up there. It's very it looks like the attic on Home Alone. Like that's how it could be. You know, you'd have the little stairs going up and the door and everything, and that's kind of what I want. The only thing that's up there right now is our air conditioning unit thing for the second floor, and that's it. So I'm like, yes, let's do it. We have those stairs that pull down, those attic stairs, like the kind that Chevy Chase got smacked in the face with on what was that called? National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. That's but they don't do that. They don't come out like that. You have to pull them down. It's kind of funny. My husband was so paranoid about opening them the first time. He thought that's what was going to happen. Yeah, little reading. You sound like my oldest daughter. She is a book fanatic. She has books. She has whole bins of books underneath her bed, and she was like, I want a little book reading place. I think she should actually like become like an author in her spare time because she's a very good writer. Her she has a business writing class that she's taken, and the teacher's like, do you write? You need to write. You have such good writing skills and everything. You need to write. I don't know where she got it from because she didn't get it from me, even though I was her teacher all through high school. She definitely didn't get it from me because I hate that stuff. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I'm like more into the STEM field. I like math and science and stuff. And none of my kids seem to be good at math and science. They're all good at all that stuff. English and literature. I don't know how Ella managed it, but she got like a 27 on her ACTs that she just took a couple weekends ago. And her lowest score was in math and science, which they weren't bad. And her highest score, she got like a 27 or 29, I think, on in English and reading. I said, how in the heck did you manage that? She's like, I don't know. She's like, that was actually a lot easier than the science and math. Yeah, she did. She did really good. You know, she didn't even study or do anything either. That was just the Ella for you. She said it was a lot easier. This is her second time taking it. She said it was a lot easier because she actually knew where she was going. Because the first time she freaked out a little bit because she had never been in a public school before. And so she had no idea like where anything was or what to expect. And I tried to tell her, and it didn't work. She still kind of had a freak out moment. Like she got lost, and the girl was like, do you need help? And she's like, I don't know where I am. I've never been into a school before. I'm a homeschooled my whole life. And I was like, my goodness, Ella, you're more resourceful than that. She's like, I know, but I was panicking because I thought it was going to be late. You know, so. I think the doohickey's going to come on here just a few minutes. So I moved the camera down a little bit. Yeah, my kids would be kind of socially awkward only because I let them, like, they're not used to like getting up having to ask permission to go to the bathroom or some stuff like that. Like, I wasn't homeschooled. My husband was from first grade all the way through high school. And all my other kids have been too. Whoops. But she's a senior this year, so she's graduating next month. And she's like her sister, though. They both graduated at 16 years old. So my oldest daughter is in her third year of college, and she's only 19. And she works full time too, and pays for her school all out of her pocket. After scholarships and whatnot, she only owed like $1,000 a semester, but she worked hard on purpose so that way she could get good grades and everything. And so she's doing really well now. And hi. Yeah, she said, did you hear? It's because Daddy's home.
What's that?
They heard Ruby.
Oh, she was telling me that her remote's down.
Oh, that's
And
sad.
she knows that's the problem.
Yeah, I can understand that. The pressures and anxiety in school, I could completely understand that. Would you say her remote's down?
Yeah, she was holding a remote in her hand and she was letting me know, I guess, so she didn't get in trouble.
As far as I know, I don't know who left it down.
She said it fell down.
Oh.
I'll go put something on for her. But
She came in here with the most serious look on her face, and she said, Lily, dinner was good.
like she was surprised about that?
Yeah. Like, it was really good.
Would you rather have that or the other thing you asked for?
No, I'm good with this.
Okay. Can I have sugar?
Yep. Candyman. Ew, why does it look so translucent?
I don't know. I didn't do anything to it.
Oh, that's good. Oh, that's not my garbage. Oh my god. Oh. That's the thing, though, is Ella doesn't want to go to college. We're just doing it to make her. We're like, seriously, you need to go, because if you don't go now, you're never ever gonna want to go afterwards.
She was paid for it. She'd be stupid not to.
Yeah, I think so. Just try it. Go. And I mean, like, I wish I had the opportunities that my kids did, you know, and I didn't have to, like, pay for rent and stuff and try to go to school at the same time. Ugh. Because you end up, it never fully works out. It's hard. It's a lot harder when you have a family. So, I mean, if we pay for all of your gas and your food and bills and everything like that, then I would take advantage of it and go. That's one thing that really put a wedge in between, like, my mom, well, and my dad too, because my mom always, like, was like, you need to go to college, you need to make something of yourself, go to college. As soon as I get accepted to college, I'm not supporting you, because she was jealous and mad. And I'm like, are you kidding me right now? Exactly. And I don't want, most people, employers and stuff these days, it doesn't matter how much experience you have. They want that piece of paper that says, hey, you've been to school, you know? Oh, yeah, my husband is too. Dang
Is
it.
what, fat?
No, an engineer.
Not on paper.
Not on paper. Well, yes, you are on paper. What are you talking about? That's your title at work. It doesn't matter if you have a degree that says you are or you are not. You probably get paid more than most electrical engineers right out of college.
I would hope so.
What?
She always is leaving me something.
I know. She did that by herself.
She decorated that?
She did all the diamond art on it.
Whoa.
She came back and showed me. I showed her, I said, you used the diamond art for that.
Wow, that's amazing.
Uh-huh. And I said,
I thought that was a big sticker.
It is a big sticker.
Yeah, but I thought it all was together. I didn't
Oh,
realize
no.
she had done
No, she did all the diamond art on it.
Fantastic.
It came in that little kit thing that I got off of TikTok shop.
Okay, yeah, I saw the video of you guys doing that, but I had no idea she'd done it to that.
Yeah,
Wow.
you want to see what Ruby did? She did some diamond art. Here, I'll show you
She
guys.
did that all by herself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I showed her how to do it last night.
That's amazing.
When she was doing the eyebrows, and then she did it all by herself. Isn't that cute? And
I literally had no idea.
She was so quiet for like over an hour. And then she came up here and she was like, I finished, look.
Hook that kid up with more if that entertains her.
She's got a bunch of them in their thing.
Hand-eye coordination
Mm-hmm.
and color matching. I mean, there's so many valuable
The only thing is that I had to re-wax her little
yeah,
the tip. It has like this little square that comes with it, and that you had to re-wax it. But other than that, she did a really good job, and she has a bunch of pages in there. And I told her that's what they're for.
Well, I'm gonna go tell her what a good job she did, because that's fantastic.
Uh-huh.
Hey, Ruby.
I like things that keep her quiet. I can't believe she's gonna. I know she loves it, and the diamonds are not like the tiny size ones. They're kind of, you see, they're kind of big. So it's set for ages 6 and up, but I was like, oh, surely she'll be able to do it. I wasn't sure she'd be able to do the diamond art stuff, but I showed her how to do it, and she was like, okay, I got it, and then just was like, choo. So I'm like, okay. And so I left her downstairs sitting at her little table with her sisters who were down there. And I was like, okay, I got to go upstairs and go grade papers. Okay, so just keep an eye on her. Make sure she don't eat stuff or do something weird. And she did it. And she came up there and was like, look, I finished. And she's got a bunch of sheets still in there, too, that she can do. It's a good little kit.
I'm gonna go down and eat some supper. Do you need anything?
No, I'm good.
You
want to see what I did? Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, show me what you got.
All right, so the Dormer book.
Oh yeah, I remember you was gonna work on that.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
And then it's gonna open, and then there's gonna be a pad here to write on.
Ah.
And then I put a hook there so it would latch close, and then it's gonna stick to.
Very cool.
Mm-hmm.
Good job.
So I made it like 20 minutes before I went on live. And then I'm painting it and finishing it now.
Very cool. I'm still stunned though over the diamond art.
I know I'm not 4, and I didn't do the spectacular diamond art. I just constructed a house dormer. That was it. Out of my butt.
Sorry, I was already in shock, so there's no shock left for you.
That's okay. Sometimes I shock myself.
Well, it is impressive what you do with the chipboard.
Oh, I love chipboard. If I would have had chipboard when I was a kid, Man, I could have built my own Barbie dream house.
It's a very versatile material to what you do with it.
Yeah, it really is. I like.
Not to bother you, but did you happen to find those little?
No, I
plants?
didn't. I didn't look for them.
Okay, that's fine.
I think they're in your garbage can. I have a feeling you threw them away.
Okay, well I'll check through it later.
But I know that they were with your stuff. Unless I accidentally put them in my stuff, but I don't think so.
Well, I'd rather that have happened than be in the trash, but one way or the other, I'll find them. It ain't a huge deal, but
It is a huge deal. It costs money.
I agree. But I mean, it's probably a couple dollars.
No. Bring food. It's funny. I think my thing's about to come on here any second. Alright. Actually, the paint is really good because it makes it, like, more durable. I always want to say stiff, but yeah, there we go. All right, so we got this, got a good base painted. I remember to bring me a cup of water over here. Okay, so what I'm gonna do while I'm waiting for this thingy to come on, I'm just gonna give it a little roof right here. You know, make it look snazzy. You know what I'll probably do is use the sticks. I'll put something over here, like one of the little pictures or whatever from the scrapbook pad, and I can use sticks to frame it like a window. Yeah, it should show any minute now. I know it will show any second. That's why I don't want to get my trimmer out, because I know if I do, I'm going to miss it. So let me just do one of these doohickeys. Yeah, like little sticks that would like kind of be like a window frame. I think that would be good. Yeah. Yep. I still am dying over Maggie's picture. My dog, my pug. Oh, that is like the epitome of her. Because Jeremy was like, oh my gosh, they even got the scowl right. Because she is so hateful, especially towards Jeremy. And then some days she's like, love me. And he's like, ew, get away from me. I don't like you. You've been mean to me like your whole life. Why do I want to pet you now? You know, him and her have had this love-hate relationship. Anytime he would walk through the door, she would always start barking at him. I walk through the door, nothing, nada. Because I'm her mama. And like today, Lily walked by her, and she walked by my chair, Lily did, and Maggie just started growling at her. And I was like, what is your problem, dog? And I was like, I have no idea. Gosh, she is so crotchety, you know. And she looks like she's going to be 14 this year, so, you know, and she is such a butt. I think she has selective hearing and sight now, because I'll be like, come on, Maggie, let's go out. And she will legit make eye contact with me and just be like, nah, I'm going over here and I'm just going to go chill. Well, that one looks like it's a little bit longer. And I'm like, heifer, you better get your butt over here. Don't you do this to me. You can do it to everybody else, but you ain't doing it to me. And she'll just, and then I'll tell her, I'm like, get over here now so we can go out. And she's so vindictive. If she does not want to go out, like if it's raining or something like that, she will not go out. And if you make her go out in the rain, she will literally clench to not go to the bathroom and then come inside and try to go to the bathroom. That's how that's how mean she is. And she, like, anytime you make her go out, if she doesn't want to, she will slow walk to the back door. So Jack's by the back door, like, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. I see a rabbit, I have to go chase it. I see a bird, I gotta go chase it. Hurry up, and she doesn't care. She's such a snot. No, she's been like that since she was a puppy. She used to, when there was snow on the ground, she'd walk on her two pitties in the front and with her legs up in the air because she didn't want her back pitties touching the snow. That's what she would do. And I'm like, it's the most bizarre dog. If you don't give her attention, she chases her tail. And she still does it to this day. She's just a jerk like that. That's all she is. Yeah, she's prissy. She's been like that. I spoiled her rotten. Even my dad comes over and he's like, I'll sit there and she comes over and comes loves on me and she'll have her like little pink jammies on with red hearts. And my dad just rolls his eyes and he's like, why do you do that to the dog? She's a dog. She licks her butt. And I was like, no, she doesn't. This is Maggie we're talking about. He's like, oh, he spoiled that thing. He thinks it's funny, though. Especially when she starts growling at Jeremy. It's hilarious. Oh, I need to tell, speaking of which, I need to tell Jeremy to, hold on. I'm trying to adjust my camera here because it felt a little loose when I touched it. Okay, so I want to stick a little paper pad here. And what I could probably do is, since this folds over, I could actually put something here. I just don't really know what. Like, I have a bowl of stuff. And I also have stuff that can go on the roof. All right. I wonder if this thing is just not going to go on. I'm going to do like the braids, the Brads, they call Brads braids, Brads, on there. I also got this stuff I found the other day, so I can kind of decorate the roof on there. And I'm going to put the little pad on here. And then, oh, that's what I had these out for. Right, yeah. Now, I have some, like, I could use tan paper, or I can use, I have some, like, brownish line paper that might be good. These feel really cool. And then I'll use, like, some of these bronzy Brads. Yeah. Come on, you stupid thing. I want it to come on so that way I can move on here. Look at this real quick. Look at the front while I'm doing this. It doesn't come on in a few minutes. I'm going to bounce and just move on, I guess. Yeah, so I think what I could do is use some sticks. I'm going to do an edging. I might do something up here too. Like that. Yeah. I was kind of late getting on, but not that much. And then do this. And then do like a little window across. And I have the paper. I'm watching it. I'm watching. Crap. Oh, wait a minute. I think I can use one of these. I could put little dude here, like in there or something. Put him like in there. Oh my gosh, I think it's like exactly the right length or width. Yep, it sure is. I'm gonna glue this like on there, like this, and then I'll put like the little window dressing stuff over it. My doorbell thing is going off. There we go. Yep. That's exactly right. Oh, let me move this down. And then I could do like little sticks going across like this. I could also put that clear film stuff in there, which would work. I have that right here. Just so it kind of looks more like a window. Straighten this up just a taint. Okay, I think that'll be good. Yeah, he's like the little gnome in the attic. Okay, this is where my little thing is going to come in handy to cut these. Ooh, I like when I get die cuts in the mail. I haven't bought any die cuts in a really long time, though. Only because I haven't used my Sizzix in a long time. It's over here, just feeling lonely, I guess. I guess this thing is not going to come on. Maybe I have earned the respect from the TikTok gods. Maybe. Some people were telling me that they get to like this thing and they have to turn it around and all this stuff. And I'm like, what? I was like, no, mine's just always been the little puzzle piece thing. Just slide it on over. Like before I had went back to, I like it when I use Restream because then I don't have to worry about that. Which makes it kind of nice. Turn this around. I think it'll a bit of a knot. The stuff, maybe. I guess it didn't. Alright, I'll leave it like that. I'm actually okay with it being kind of like not perfectly straight either, because then it kind of looks, gives it a sense of like realism that it's actually a house made from sticks. It's still too much, might be. Yeah, just a hair. And boom, it appears, yeah. I know, watch, I'll go over there to go get the paper, and then here it is up, and you'll hear me go, no! Just running. Perfect. I use this thin one. Be able to get it. If I can find another thin one, it'd be good. All right, we're getting there. We're getting there. Where'd my sticks go? Oh, there. See if I can find another thin one. Oh, there we go. The heck was that? Did y'all see that? Did you guys just see that flash? I legit thought that was like lightning or something. It's freaky. Whoop. Alright, here more. I like sitting here at my desk. I'm watching the new neighbors do stuff. That way I can analyze them from afar before I meet them. Actually, I probably just have to text my neighbor over here across the street from him, the 411, because she has 411 on everybody. I don't know. Did you see it? Okay, I wasn't crazy, right? You saw it? I have no idea. It was like a flash. I don't have anything like electrical besides lights right here, and they ain't gonna do nothing. Okay. And I'll wait for this glue. This glue will dry clear, so I'm not terribly concerned about. Come on, fit in there. Alright. He looks like he's up there snoozing. Alright. I'm going to look, get my paper real quick, and I'll be. I'm watching though. I'm watching the thing. Alright, let me bring this bin over here with me so that way I get to see what's happening. Oh. Okay. Where the heck I put it then? No, I didn't see any question. I'm doing my paper. Sweet. Alright. Alright, let me move this while this is drying. It flows. It flows so. Yours flows so nice. What flows so nice? My glue?
Oh crap!
Yeah. What do you?
Did you get a text sent to your phone?
I don't know. I'm on live. I can't tell you if I did.
Well, I'm trying to find it in my clothes thing.
Oh my gosh. I'll be off of live here in a few minutes, and I'll help you with that. Okay? Okay, if you're asking me a question, I have no idea, Kimberly. I don't know what you mean. Are you talking about glue? It flows nice? I don't know. I don't know what you mean. I don't know. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? And pull the Jennifer Lawrence. Okay, let me, while you're getting that, here, let me see what size I need here. Okay. Let me scrape out some of this, some of this extra glue, just so it will dry a little bit quicker. And she's using these extra. Oh, to my glue? No, I don't do that at all. The only thing that I do is I store it in my glue holder when I'm not using it, and I leave the glue cap in there like that. So now when I fill it up, the little booger likes to spew out everywhere because of the pressure, but I just keep my glue cap in there, and then I just do that. And I don't even know if my glue cap can come out now. Sometimes it gets stuck in there after a while. Let's see. And if they get all gumpied up, I just sit here and I'll take a pair of pliers. No, I don't have to put any water in it. There it is. You know, but that's, you know, it keeps it from getting all, you know, gunkied up, I guess. But if any air gets to it, it's going to get all boogered up. It gets what I call glue snot in it. Sometimes I'll forget and I don't put it back in the holder, and then the next day I have like this clump in there that I got to dig out with some tweezers. But that's just my own fault. It's my own laziness. Let me see what size this is. But no, I don't really do anything else. Okay, so this is 3 by 3 5/8, I believe. Yeah. So I think I'm going to do like 3.5. No, I'm going to do like, I might be able to, yeah, I may put it over there. So I may do like 3.25 by 2 3/4. 3.25 by 2 3/4. 3.25 by 2 3/4. Let me remember that. So let me get my paper. I guess it's not coming on. Ah. Okay, so what did I say? 3.25 by 2 3/4, right? That sounds right. By 2 3/4. 1. Yep, perfect. I like it when they evenly disperse like that. Makes that nice. So I think I'm only gonna have to use like 2 sheets of this paper. Another thing about the glue too, it always depends on your work environment. If like you have an open like window and the sun's always coming in and your glue's right on your desk, that's probably not the best spot for it. It needs to stay kind of like room temperature. I think Beacons is probably the worst when it comes to environmental factors. It doesn't, like any glue does not need to get too hot or too cold, but Beacons is one of those things you just got to keep in a fancy little, you know, it's like it went to Harvard and it can't live in anything below a high-rise apartment, you know. I don't know. I guess it can. I've never had to do that, so. But it's but mine's Crafters. The Crafters Pick glue. I've never had any issues with it doing any kind of weirdness. Like anytime it's ever clumped up on me, and like I said, it was always my fault for, you know, leaving it out of a holder. But if you don't have like a cap on it or anything like that, or now I can't get it to squeeze really good out of the regular bottle it comes out of. That's why I put it in the icing bottles. But that's just me. I don't think I have. Where is my? Oh, I think I just weak or something. I don't know. But I do know that environmental stuff can cause it to be weird. That's one reason why I couldn't purchase it all like winter long, because my distributor doesn't sell it during the winter time because it will mess it up, you know. So that can be. I haven't had too many issues though with it. The only one I've ever had any kind of issues with was Beacons, because like I said, it can be a little finicky, kind of a finicky, but no. But the original bottle, I never like to use the original bottle because it's too like, the bottle, it's not necessarily that it won't flow right. The bottle is just hard to press. Like for me anyway. And like I said, it just may be me. I don't know. But yeah. This last page right here is going to be my like glue down page. It stays like, you know, attaches it to the book. Like that. Let me make sure before I close it. All right, I gotta move it up. That's right. I had it up over the screws a little bit. There we go. Like that. Let me push it down. Oh, my stick. Forgot about my sticks on the other side. I'm just whipping it around. Not any care in the world. It also could have oozed out. Fabri-Tac and the 3-in-1 are the same exact thing. But if it gets any kind of oxygen in it, that's what causes it to gurgle, what I call the gurgle. And if you fill it up more than 3/4 of the way, it will do that. But yes, it's a gurgly little booger head. Get some of this extra glue off of here. These sticks actually work pretty good. They can get in that little nooks and crannies. And beacon is also very toxic. Acetone will thin out beacons because it's acetone based. I try not to use it that much, but I do use it probably more than I should because I have asthma. And so I try to use the non-toxic stuff, especially if you don't have a well ventilated area. It can be pretty bad. Yeah, hazardous. Where did I put? Oh yeah, that I forgot about that. I had a lot of people tell me that beacons can come unglued because of environment. So I don't like to use it like for structures of books or like stuff like if I'm building stuff because it can come unglued. It's like Elmer's glue. After a while, it will detach and stuff, and that sucks. What was I doing? Let me put just a little bit. And I saw somebody had a book or something they had bought from somebody, and it completely detached because they either use Fabri-Tac or beacons, but I don't think there is an actual difference in ingredients on either one of those. I think they're both the same. A little bit of a bigger piece. Oh. I think that's like something that's been going around this little crafting community for a while now is the types of glue that are like best. I know somebody just recently was saying they had a problem with Fabri-Tac, but I don't remember who it was now. And I didn't know it had, like, it could come unglued, but apparently it could. I didn't think it could, but I guess I don't know. I've been on TikTok since like 2021, so I don't know how old the book was or anything like that. Oh no, I can't remember who it was. Okay, I'm gonna put some of this leafy stuff on here. Kind of. I've been using the crafter's pick though for years and years. I used to do scrapbooking with it and stuff. I never even heard of beacons or Fabri-Tac until I came on TikTok. And I tried it, and it's not bad. It's not bad. But I think it's good for like gluing paper stuff, and that's pretty much it. I don't like it. I don't use it on fabric. I just use this because this one is this fabric, wood, metal, glass, shrubbery. I've used it pretty much on everything so far. If I want something to dry quicker, then I'll use like epoxy or something like that. But other than that, I've tried PVA glue. Is that what it's called? PVA glue? When I first started making books, and oh my gosh, my daughter made me get rid of it because she said it was awful. And she was the one who started making books before me. She was like, "Why are you buying this? Well, just use this." And I'm like, okay. I was just doing what was recommended. She like legit bit my face off for that. this one's all twisted up. Let me see if I can get it right. Get another piece. You get one that's not so twisted. I need one that's kind of flat. You know, I couldn't even tell you what journal it is either. I'm trying to think. What journal is it? Wait a minute, what journal is it? Is it one of the... I don't remember now. I made so many of them that I can't keep them all straight anymore. Let me find my... Where's my... Yeah. Oh, it'll help if I'm actually got it lined up right. All right, let me hit this with the heat gun. Were you the one that bought my masquerade book? I thought you were the one who bought that. Or I must be mistaken for somebody else. Hold on. I don't know anymore. I don't know. I don't even know why I bothered. I don't know. I like the leafy stuff a little bit better. All right, here, let me grab my Twizzlers. Where are my Twizzlers? Oh, I found my ladybugs too. Here we go. Found those. I had to go on a hunt though for those. Where are my Tweezers? I put those things. Wait a minute. They're here on my desk. It's one of my very okay. Do y'all see my tweezers? They're like rainbow colored. I can't find them. Where the heck did I put them? I'll remove these. I must have fell down back there. I'm not seeing them. No. Oh, make sure you guys go and enter the Ferris Wheel Press giveaway that I have pinned up in my profile if you haven't already. Tag 3 friends. Make sure you like and share the post too, because that counts, I think. I don't know. Ferris Wheel Press is doing the picking, not me, so I guess they'll decide. I think they just put it in a random name generator like I did with giveaways. Yes, that's okay. The more the merrier. Or for you guys, maybe not, because then it will be like less to choose from. These have little stickies on them, but I like to put glue on them just in case anyway. Well, that one's cute. It's like hidden in there. All right, so while this sucker is drying, I need to figure out how I want to attach this thing to the book. There we go. Other than that, I think it looks pretty darn snazzy. I can also, let's see. Oh yeah, I know. I always buy all this stuff because I'm like, oh, okay, I know I'm going to have some kind of woodsy one coming up here pretty quick, you know, that I want to do. So I end up getting some, and then I'm like, I also got some of this like weedy looking stuff too. Whoop. Of course, it's going to be difficult to get out. Oh gosh. It's just messy. It's messy. Oops, I didn't realize I moved the doohickey right there. Some my bad. Put some on the. Actually, I think I'd rather have this without the stick on it. Might be better. And if you don't have any mossy stuff, you can always use something like a paste, mixed media paste. And you can put some green in it and make your own little moss. You know, that kind of stuff. Butterfly in the sky. What? I can go fly sky. I have butterflies. I need to get it attached to the book though before 7, so that way I can bounce off here. Now I haven't decided if I'm going to do a live on Friday because we don't have any school on Friday because it's Good Friday, but I may just go ahead and wait till Saturday. That'd be good. I had some of these from when I did the Lavender Apartment books. Stick one more at the top here. Do a purple one, that way it kind of stands out a little bit. I had some rabbits somewhere too, but I can't mind them. I'm gonna stick it. I would stick it on the flower, but if I do, it's gonna fall off. I know it. I know it. Put some more moss going around. Maybe here and here. Maybe just a teeny bit right here. And then like right there. Yeah, I kind of like it peeled off a little bit. I think it works better if I can get it off. It's almost like sprinkling glitter on it. Doing stuff like this is always my favorite part of any little project. I like decorating. Oh, my daughter just got home. Leave some of it in there so it's kind of mixed in. There you go. Let me do this real quick.
We just need the vacuum brush.
You do? What are you doing with that?
Dad said it will be easier if I take this back and stuck it my little tiny jewel thing for my makeup.
Your jewel thing?
Ow.
Oh, okay. Oh, poop. I knew that was going to happen. Okay, now let me, whoops, knocking over stuff. Let me see how I want to attach this thing. I could do some magnets. Probably be the best. It's stiffened stuff. It's fabric stiffener. Makes the fabric stiff. I always tell my husband, I'm like, come over here so I can spray this on you. Okay. You put this where it's not going to interfere. Ooh, that actually may work right there. May have to put like another slew of this like right here just so it's leveled, which I'm okay doing that. What I want to do here, let me do this. I was like, I knew I had my glue gun somewhere, I just didn't know where to put it. Yeah, it most certainly is. And then I'll put some other stuff over here. It needs a little bit of girth. Might work. I don't know. Let me see. Where are they? There they are. Ow. What I could do is I can always like paint these magnets like a certain color. This might actually be better. I might not put any more of that green stuff in there because I can kind of embed it in there. That might actually work pretty good. I'm going to put a lot because I have no idea how this will stick to this. Hey, why did you push me out? There we go. Actually, let me do that. I didn't realize that could come off. Let me do this. Sorry, I'm hitting the thing, ain't I? He sure did. Here, I'm going to take some of this off so that way it's more flat. Blah. Oh, yeah. He gave your food to the baby. Yeah, my hands are... I cannot get a hold of these. That is so weird. Thing was like moving like it wanted to magnetize to something, but there's nothing around that close that where it would do that. Bizarre. Use my heat gun. I'm gonna accelerate this a little bit. Hopefully, I don't think it will be too heavy. Hope not, anyway. Perfect. They definitely stick better to wood. Chicken fajita and potatoes. Is that common to put them together? I don't know because I don't eat Mexican food. I can't do it. I don't like anything spicy. I'm so vanilla when it comes to eating. And I can eat breakfast food all day long. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Go back up. Go back up. Go back up. There we go. Got stuck to the thing. All right. So let this dry for a second. Oh, okay. I really have to be in the mood for chicken. I just like sometimes I want just chicken, and then sometimes I could go like a whole month without eating chicken. Okay. Feels pretty good. Yeah, no bones. No bones. I don't eat chicken with bones in it. I don't eat any meat with bones in it. Oh, God, it would gross me out. Grosses me out so bad. I don't mind eating meat. I just don't want any bones in it. I can't do that. All right, let me see how that is. It worked! It worked! It worked! It worked! Yes, happy dance. It worked! I was so afraid it was just going to be too heavy. There it is. Perfect. Dormer book. Awesome sauce. Did it. Did it. I did it. All right, now, like, here's the trick is taking it back off. Don't none of them come off, which is probably going to happen. But that's okay because yeah, they did come off. All right, that's okay. That's okay. At least it was strong enough to hold it, and that's all that matters right now. I'll put like some epoxy or something on it because I wasn't sure how it was gonna hold up to the what's it called, the mossy stuff. So yes, I don't care. I'm so happy. Which way does this go? Okay, I'll just have to let it dry more. So that means it is strong enough. Woohoo! Oh, that don't go there. It's this one. Go, yep. All right, I'm gonna let it dry. That one worked though. Let me see if I could shove them in there more. That way they don't hang on.
That wants me to show them.
Oh, your diamond art? You did such a good job.
That wants me to show.
Daddy's bragging on baby. Here, let me wipe this off. Get all this glue off of here. Probably, yes. Probably be. I still have the Master of Magic one under my desk. I might consider letting it go. I don't know yet. Probably can go on my piano. I actually took a couple of books off of my piano to post them into my Etsy shop. One of them I haven't posted yet. You remember the one that I did that had the big, huge ceramic thing? It was what was it? The Fantasy World one. Yeah, that one. And the pumpkin accordion one. And I got the one that's a Song of the Seas box, repurposed box with the journal too. And I'm cleaning these magnets off right here. I'm gonna let them dry just a little bit before wipe this off. I attempt to put them back on there. I'll wipe this one magnet off. I think if I shove them in there really good, here, I don't think I'm gonna need this now. Just awesome. Awesome sauce. Yeah, the coffee and chocolate one, yeah, I still have. The one that has, no, it's not that one though. The one that with the big chocolate bar, that one's still downstairs. I also still have the garden one, the one that has the rooftop garden, and that's the same exact design as this book, and I didn't even realize it until I looked at it the other day, and I'm like, oh, I did have a book around here with that design. I thought I did, but you know, I have forgotten. Too much stuff. I'm also missing the door for the front. What did they do with the open door? I took it off so I could set the book down, and now I don't know what I did with the door. I put the door, wait a minute. I set the door somewhere. Where did I set it? Oh, there it is. I found it. Okay, so this will make book number 1, 2, 3, 4. Fourth hidden book is the dormer. So, and that will complete the roof in terms of books, except for the inside. I want to do a little one in the inside because I want to use that little rinky-dink thingamabobber on there. So, yeah. So, here is, I won't stick it on there quite yet, but, and I'll probably add some stuff in here later. So, there's that, and boom, and then it's going to magnetize, boom, to that, and I'll let it dry completely before I stick it on there, so that way don't rip them off again. This one didn't rip off, which is good. That means it dried. So, yeah. And then, like I said, I'll put some stuff over here and over here. The embellishing part like that, that's the stuff that's going to come like later. You know, when I'm about there. And then I'll do some stuff here on the side too when it's all dry. I may put some of those sticks like this, the bark on there. That will help. Oh, kind of disguise it. But other than that, I think it came out really good. I really like the leaves. I'm going to add some more leaves and stuff too. And I'm going to put some leaves on the actual door book. This one right here. I still got to embellish this one up. Yes. That would be awesome. All right. I'm just going to leave it and let it dry. But there it is. We have made the dormer book. And then there's the hidden book on the side. Like it's debris that fell in there from a tornado or something. So let me get, there's the rest of it. Okay, so we got the 2 hidden books on the roof. And then we got the window on the side. We got the door on the front. And then there it is. It's getting so big, it can't even fit in the camera anymore. Booyah. So that was fun. Oh, here. Let me show all the other. See? I did a dormer. I'm trying to get it under there. There we go. Dormer book. Now I'm liking how this is coming out. And then what will be cool is once you take, here, let me grab this. Just grab this like this. So then when you open it, the inside's all done, you could actually set this down as like a little display thing. There it is. I've been thinking about that since Saturday and I finally got it. That made me so happy. So I will be back on Saturday and it will be time to add in another book. And either I'm going to make the little tiny book that's going to go here in the attic and then we'll start decorating the attic maybe. Probably. That's probably what we'll do. That I like that idea because I'll know what to do by then. And I'll be on at 2 p.m. Eastern time. So if you guys can join, you don't have to stay the whole time, but you know, if you want to pop in and say, hey, what's up? What are you doing? Okay, bye. You know, that's much appreciative and everything. Yeah, Sunday is Easter. So Saturday I'll be on. Probably won't be on for a long time. And I may start doing all this stuff in here. So yeah, we'll do that. But Sunday is definitely Easter. Remove all this stuff. And we'll get that done. And we'll be almost on the home stretch. Let me put this glue gun down. And everything. Alrighty. So you guys have a wonderful rest of your week. If I have time on Friday, I may get on Friday. I don't know yet, though. Depends on what we're doing. But yeah, I'll definitely be on Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern time. And you can join me and we'll make another hidden book for the Hidden Grove book. You guys have a fabulous rest of your week, and I will see you guys on live again.